Hello, my name is Martina Karaskova, and you're watching Born to Drive. And today we're going to start with a little game. The game is called Association, and I'll say a word and you tell me the first word that comes to your mind. All right, here we go. I say cow. Yeah, I'm sure you all just said a lot of names, but no, I meant milk. Okay, another one. Tractor. Yes, that's right. You all probably said ZETOR, because in the Czech Republic, ZETOR is kind of a synonym for tractor. ZETOR is a legend after all, and it's been with us for a really long time. Unfortunately, sometimes legends grow old. And for a while it looked like this legend wouldn't have a successor. Luckily, things turned out differently, and now you can open a new book, and this is the first chapter. The first chapter is the ZETOR Series 6. Let's take a closer look at it. And here we have a real beauty.
Thank you, you look great too.
Thank you, but I was actually talking about this tractor here.
Well, the tractor is designed by the Pininfarina studio, and that's why it's such a beauty.
And I'm also interested in some technical specs. Can you tell us something about that?
No problem. Maybe you'd be interested to know why it's called the 670 and not Forterra or Crystal, as was the custom before.
Definitely, because I think there must be a bit of a trick to it. Because if I've studied the materials correctly, there's a 4-cylinder engine under the hood, not a 6-cylinder.
Exactly. It's the new naming convention for all ZETORs, which will gradually be applied to every new model. So the 6 doesn't indicate the number of cylinders, but rather class 6, which means a medium power class tractor. And the number after that currently represents the engine's horsepower.
And could I possibly see that impressive 4-cylinder engine, please?
No problem, let's take a look. It's a 4-cylinder engine, as we mentioned, from the company Deutz, and it's available in 4 power versions, ranging from 130 to 170 horsepower.
170 horsepower? That's quite a lot for a 4-cylinder, isn't it?
That's true, but the technical specifications and engine development keep advancing, so nowadays it's nothing unusual. And thanks to this engine and the transmission in this tractor, we can replace both the former Forterra and Crystal models in one.
Well, that's great. And what about the transmission?
The transmission is also completely new from the German company ZF. It can be equipped with creeper speeds on request, and it has 6 power shift gears, so the maximum number of speeds is 54 forward and 27 reverse.
The engine is beautiful, powerful. What about the hydraulics? How strong is the hydraulic system?
The hydraulics are strong as well. Yeah, the lifting force of the 3-point hitch is almost 10 tons at the highest point of the curve, and the hydraulic pump is axial, delivering up to 120 liters per minute, so both parameters are significantly better than what we had available in the past.
How many external hydraulic circuits can this particular machine or system actually have?
At the rear of the tractor there are 4 mechanically controlled hydraulic sections, and if the tractor is equipped with a front 3-point hitch, it is possible to have 2 electronically controlled sections here at the front. Now I'm here.
I'm looking at the front axle here, and what do I see?
You see a Carraro axle, which is available for this tractor in 2 versions. A so-called light and heavy version, which then affects the overall weight of the tractor and its payload capacity. However, both axles are very similar, so they have independent wheel suspension, which provides absolutely excellent driving comfort. They have a 100% differential lock, which can also operate automatically, and pivoting fenders are installed here, which is an advantage when maneuvering, for example, at headlands or with a loader.
We've now successfully moved to the very back of the tractor, and what exactly is located here? Here, we can observe
Is, first and foremost, a category 3 3-point hitch, which has a lifting capacity of about 8 tons across its entire range. You can also see various systems here for attaching implements. So here we have the K80 hitch for towing heavy trailers, and we also have an automatic coupling for trailers Of course, there are many more accessories because every country in the world has a slightly different way of connecting implements. Here we also see 8 quick couplers, as we discussed, a 4-section external distributor with 8 quick couplers. We can see the Power Beyond system, which is being used in ZETOR for the first time and is required by customers who have implements with high oil consumption.
These wheels are really big.
Yes, this is currently the largest size that Mitas supplies us. To transfer the power to the ground, you need both a proper tire and a heavy tractor, as well as wheel weights, which are not installed here at the moment.
That's why I was able to sit inside them.
Exactly. The tractor has a total weight of up to 11.5 tons, so it can be heavily ballasted with weights both on the front 3-point hitch and in the wheels. Alternatively, it can be used for carrying implements where we have up to 5 tons of useful load available.
I've heard that this tractor has a smart feature where when I press the brake pedal, I don't have to press the clutch as well. It just stops and I don't have to shift into neutral. Is that true?
Exactly. When you release the brake, you'll probably start moving again, assuming smart braking is activated. This means if I'm holding the brake, the clutch is disengaged, and when I release it, the tractor moves forward. So it's an excellent feature for working with a loader or creeping along in a traffic jam, for example.
What other smart features does this tractor have? Well,
I can mention, for example, the smart steering and fast steering functions. This means that if the tractor is equipped with an intelligent steering unit, it can move autonomously in the field using navigation, and at the same time, fast steering can reduce the number of turns of the steering wheel needed when turning the tractor, for instance.
and is that all?
No, not at all. There are plenty of other new features here, designed for comfort when driving on the road, such as cruise control. For field work, there are engine speed memories. To make driving and the operator's job easier, there's automatic shifting of the multiplier. We can also automatically activate the work lights depending on the direction of travel. Additionally, the tractor has a headland automation system to reduce the number of actions needed when turning at the headland.
Thank you very much. And could I take it for a drive?
Of course, you know enough now, so go ahead and give it a try.
Thank you very much for your attention and time today. I truly appreciate it. I'm sitting in the cab of the ZETOR Series 6 tractor. The cab is completely new, it's spacious, and for example, this pillar used to be over here. So the doors used to be smaller, they already opened, and you could get in. Now the pillar has been moved, so we have a beautiful view on this side. Another advantage is the windshield, which is made from a single piece, and you have a clear view of the wheels below. The controls are simple. Everything is right here in these spots. On the comfortable armrest, we also have a clear and responsive 12-inch touchscreen display conveniently located right here. At the back, the external circuits are precisely controlled mechanically and hydraulically. Here we have an ergonomic joystick that fits perfectly and comfortably in your hand, providing excellent control. So, I'll now shift my focus and gears here for a moment.
I carefully set the engine's RPMs, then confidently declared, "Let's go forward." And with that, we smoothly and effortlessly began our journey, moving onward.
It's also incredibly beneficial and quite nice that this particular tractor is equipped with advanced headland management capabilities. I have the ability to meticulously set it up so that with the simple press of a single designated button, I can precisely trigger the tractor to automatically lift the plow at a very specific and predetermined moment, simultaneously reduce the engine RPM to an optimal level for turning, and then with remarkable ease I can smoothly turn at the headland and subsequently guide the tractor back into the next furrow. I can also meticulously set a comprehensive range of operational speeds here that the tractor will seamlessly shift through automatically, which is precisely the sophisticated setup we currently have configured, and it is indeed running exceptionally smoothly and efficiently. So, as you can observe, we are slowly but surely heading towards the very end of this current furrow. Now, at this opportune moment, I will proceed to press the headland management button, specifically button A, to initiate the programmed sequence. I'm talking to Arnosh Kolbabek, a test technician at the company.
ZETOR. We are in the fields, we have a 5-row plow harnessed to us, and we are going to plow. When starting uphill or in similar situations, you can activate the clutch aggressiveness so that the start is smoother and more comfortable for both the operator and the tractor. While plowing, I also have the depth set with the marker so it goes into the ground properly, and we have the power hydraulics activated, and you can see how beautifully it works. The power hydraulics work on the principle of soil resistance. You can see that it moves smoothly both down and up. I took turns with my colleagues when we were testing. In fact, with the very first prototypes, we tested the first tractors, and overall, the first prototype tractor has already logged over 1,000 megawatt hours. The tractor cab.
This is the place where farmers spend a lot of time. And here with me is Jakob Kadlek, who is the designer of this new cab. Hello.
Hello,
I'm curious, what is interesting or new about this cab?
Actually, the cab is completely new, as you mentioned, and the main focus was to ensure that the operator, who spends entire days there, especially during the summer months, sometimes even up to 16 hours a day, if we exaggerate. So the main emphasis was, of course, on ergonomics and making sure that the user can work with the tractor as comfortably as possible. Basically, with the exception of the roof, the cab is completely new. We kept the roof because we developed it about 5 or 6 years ago. And there were significant investments both in development and in the tooling for the plastics. So that was actually the only limitation in the development of the cab. When you look inside, and you'll actually see, I would say, a leap of 10, maybe even 20 years ahead compared to the old cabs. Their design concept is now almost 30 years old. So we've made a lot of progress here. What has changed dramatically is also the ergonomics of the controls and the layout of the switches. Inside you can then see a new multifunctional armrest, because this tractor, compared to the previous generation, actually offers a lot of new features, which allows us to catch up with the competition, perhaps especially because of that. The rest of the interior is then more of an accompaniment, secondary. Anyone here who comes up to the cab entrance can notice the difference in that we've moved the B-pillars further back, which creates better space for the operator and makes it easier to get into the cab. What's also significantly different about this particular steering column compared to the previous generation is that, of course, we no longer have any mechanical controls or a mechanical reverser, as was indeed the case on some earlier models. Here, everything is now completely controlled electronically, offering a much more modern and integrated experience. And a significant part of this entire column, including its precise adjustment mechanism, is the integrated instrument panel, which in the past traditionally used to be a completely fixed and stationary part of the pedal cover assembly. So now, depending on exactly how the user meticulously sets it up and adjusts it, the entire instrument panel smoothly moves along with them, providing optimal visibility and comfort. See one of those. On the right side, we have a highly functional and ergonomic multifunctional armrest, providing convenient and intuitive controls for the power takeoff, PTO system, precise engine speed control, comprehensive transmission settings, and the advanced hydraulic system. There's a versatile joystick conveniently located here, which can be effectively utilized to control the front 3-point hitch or even a front loader if the tractor is properly equipped with one. Since we still have a traditional mechanical shifting system, we have the familiar lever positioned here, but we have incorporated a newly designed and improved grip. Someone might ask why we don't have a flat cab roof, but that's mainly because we've redesigned the roof along with the air conditioning system, and sometimes we need to drain the condensate.
Every 21st century tractor needs satellite navigation. ZETOR collaborates with the company Topcon, and here with me is Ondrej Skupin, who is directly the technical support from Topcon. Hello?
Hello.
I'd like to ask, what do Topcon satellite navigation systems look like specifically in ZETORs?
ZETOR has made the strategic decision on the full and complete integration of automatic steering through advanced hydraulic control, offering a direct factory solution developed in close cooperation with Topcon, starting from the mid-level models, which are specifically prepared for isoboost control. These tractors will be meticulously equipped with a Topcon display for efficient isoboost operation. This advanced system today allows for standard control, or to put it another way, the comprehensive management of all implements through that single intuitive display.
You mentioned that ZETOR tractor user can have satellite navigation from the factory in different levels or choose one of 3 different levels. How do these levels differ?
So, at the very basic level, the tractor will be fully mechanical and won't include any elements of precision agriculture. At the intermediate level, it will include isoboost installation and a universal terminal, just like we have here on this machine, for controlling implements. And at the highest level, it will also include a hydraulic block and electro-hydraulic controls for automatic steering of the tractor in the field. The system will, of course, allow the tractor to be operated in several different modes. Accuracy ranges from the basic level up to 25 centimeters, and with RTK solutions, accuracy can reach up to 2 centimeters.
Thank you. So now I'm testing the TopCon satellite navigation here. I'm driving, still holding the steering wheel, But now I press this button and look, steering enabled appears, and the tractor aligns itself with this line, and off we go. The best part is that at the end, the tractor even turns around by itself. Here it tells me how many meters are left until the turn, or the headland, well, the turn, like the headland turn. Well, I'm curious. My hands are really right here. I'm not touching the steering wheel at all, so I really hope this works. 19 meters. 16, just watch out. We're approaching the headland and we're here. I even found out that it's possible to set the tractor so that it turns either right into the first line or, for example, skips one line or one row further. It really did turn. And we're heading back. That's awesome. Great. So next time we play the word association game and I say the word ZETOR, what will come to your mind? For me personally, I truly believe it represents the future. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Goodbye for now, my dear friends. It has been a true pleasure and an honor to spend this time with you.